Well, Grant, guess what today's Disgruntled Gamer Rant is about?
Uh-oh.
We pick a random subject to talk about. Usually,
Mhm.
we usually just go a really bad game or really bad accessory.
Mhm.
But today's subject, Grant, I'm just going to put the image on the screen.
We're going to talk about a really bad publication.
Yeah. That has turned bad, I would say.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Grant. Here's our subject for today. Let me know when you see that.
Oh, yes. Good old IGN.
IGN and their sevens.
Yep.
They're bland sevens that they really put on a lot of games so they don't get, I guess, attacked for by picking, I guess, one, we just talked about it, aside.
Yeah.
They give it a 7 so they can just, it's good.
I've
Our
learned,
7 is a good,
Yeah, no, but I've learned this. I learned when they give something a 7, they've taken this information from somebody else. They didn't watch it. They didn't sit down and do any of the homework. This was just something because they're trying to push it out the door because they got to they want to get the first review out. They want to get the first review out. So they're going to listen to somebody else who's talked about it, and they're just going to come. That's what that means. Because they gave The Penguin, which is the best show in the last in so long on HBO, which is a 10. I mean, Colin Farrell won a Golden Globe for the Penguin. They gave it a 7.
Well, they changed it later, though.
Of course. Of course.
They changed it later.
You know why?
You know why? A lot of people like this show.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't think this was going to catch on like it was. They didn't think the show was going to blow up. They thought this was going to be a one and done type deal. Oh, it's okay show.
But the point of the picture is not even about the Penguin. It's just about how Oswald loves his mother, right? But it's a fake love.
Yeah.
That you find out towards the end. IGN and their 7. It's a fake score a lot of times.
It's a fake score.
It's a people will be happy, maybe.
I wish I would have done something for this, and I might actually go back and we might do a part 2 on this, because I would like to compile a list of things that they gave a 7 for, and I might do that. I might do that. Yeah. So when we do part 2,
well, let's start right now.
Oh,
here's a 7 right here.
Okay. Oh yeah, this game's no longer in business.
I want everyone to go do yourselves a favor. Go to the IGN Concord review and read that.
Yeah.
And you will see what I'm talking about.
This game didn't get no more than 600 players, and it's out of business. The studio is shut down, and the game lost $400 million.
This game is a rewash of Overwatch 2, if I've ever seen one.
And they gave it a 7. Why did they give it a 7? Because they were trying to prop it up.
And they had nothing new. Yep. Nothing.
This game
set it apart.
Nothing.
And you gave it a good for a hero arena?
Mm-hmm.
No. If it looks and plays and is very bland, same thing as you can get if you can get everything in this game that you can get in Overwatch 2, it's not a 7.
Yeah. Correct.
It's not a 7. It's nothing new. Now let me talk about this next game. This game didn't even get a 7. It got like a 5.9 or whatever their thing is. It got a low score. And I think people will agree with me if anyone has played this game. Alien Isolation. If you want to talk about a definite 7 at least, bare minimum, this should have got a 7 at least.
Yeah.
But Alien Isolation, when this first came out, this was a fun survival horror game, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it was insane because it started you out in the Alien movie feel at the very beginning. And you're playing Ripley's, I forget, like she's her daughter or something. I can't remember.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, but you are trying to get away from this damn xenomorph the entire time. And it is so stressful, dude. I would have when I finished my personal score, I played this game. I would give it a 9, just based how it made me feel.
Yeah, it's a good game.
It's a great game, but no, 5.
So another thing that I've noticed that they've done is they will give all the remakes. They're going to give them basically a higher score that they gave it the original years ago. Like I noticed that whenever they gave, I remember them giving Resident Evil 4, the original one, like an 8,
Yeah.
So they gave the remake. They give the remake a 9 to make it look like, no.
Yeah, but
like,
there's so many more examples. Like
Yeah.
what I'm showing, I'm not cherry picking here, or you're just picking. No, there's so many more examples of just lazy scoring.
Yeah.
But I want to keep going a little bit. Guess what other game got a 7?
Doom.
2016 Doom, a 7?
Yeah, that game was great.
You can play the first 2 levels and give the damn game an 8.
Yeah.
This game,
they didn't play the game.
Lazy 7.
They didn't play the game.
So our Disgruntled Gamer Rant is just the laziness of recent IGN. Because we wanted to tie off our last subject when it comes
and
to
we go. Listen to me. You'll see, if you go to an IG article, you're going to see us there. If it has to do anything about reviews, you're going to see our tweets there. I promise you. I mean, we're not going to. Yeah, we're not going to. I mean, here's the thing: is we're not going to attack them for like stupid stuff that they talk about.
Listen, but if they every now and then they do get it right. They get good reviews.
Yeah.
But when you read it, when you read the review, you're just like, that doesn't make sense sometimes.
Yeah.
Like after you. So I won't read their article until there's a game I played.
Yeah.
And I give an opinion on. Okay. Yep. Same thing with their Dragon Age review. I think they gave it what did they give it? An 8 or 7?
8, something 8? Like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
No, I want to confirm that.
Yeah, that was but it was a great game.
Huh?
Dragon
they gave it a 9.
No, I'm talking about Dragon Quest. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm thinking of Dragon Quest. That's when I said a 9.
Well,
I said Dragon
here's
Quest.
Another thing. All right, so Dragon Age: The Veilguard, IGN gave it a 9.
Gave it a 9.
It is not a 9.
It's not a 9.
If you are just have common sense and are just any kind of gamer, you play that game. It is not a 9 and it's not a 10. You can make the case for an 8. But to me, it is very middle of the road 7 because it had redeeming qualities about it. It's just they shot themselves in the foot. BioWare did. Mm-hmm. They shot themselves in the foot mid-story. But anyway, so that's another example. Like you're telling me like that's what you giving an RPG a 9. You telling me that's one of the best RPGs of the year. It's a really good RPG. A 9 for an RPG is really good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But when you read the article, you got some biasy.
Oh yeah.
You got some of that social biasy, that political biasy, and it's all in the damn review.
Yep.
All right, Grant. Next one. All right, Grant.
Oh God.
This was a 7. This was as good as Doom 2016 in their eyes. This game is as good as Doom 2016.
This game, for people who don't know, we're talking about Dustborn. This was a political game. Like there's no hiding it.
Pure politics.
Yeah, there's no hiding it.
Social justice.
They gave it a 7. This game got no more than
dialogue.
Yeah, this game got no more than 50 players. Not 50,000, 50. 50. And this game, what happened to this game? It failed. It went out of business. It's done. They lost a lot of money. Well, they got a lot of government subsidies for this game, apparently. But they squandered it and it failed.
So when we go back to our last subject, this is a form of gatekeeping.
Yes.
That we just talked about.
Yep.
And IGN did it.
Yep. And other ones gave it high too.
The First Ascendant, the same game, it came out this year, same as Dustborn. The First Ascendant got a 5. Mm-hmm. I could understand some people's gripes about microtransactions in the game, but the gameplay of the First Ascendant is not a 5. The gameplay is an 8 or a 9.
Ed?
The story is low, but the gameplay beats this entire game, and it's, as a gamer, my opinion, as a gamer, the First Ascendant is 100 times better than this game.
Yeah.
But this got a 7, First Ascendant got a 5.
And this game had
way more people play the First Ascendant.
Nobody played this game, and this game went into dust.
Even as a single player game, it never got good numbers. Didn't break 1,000.
Do you have any more on here? Because I got just in case.
I got one more, I think.
Okay, let's see if you got it, because I'm gonna talk about one more. You might have it.
Nope, I don't have any more. That was it.
Ed, what did they give Wukong?
Oh, they gave 𝐬𝐻𝐭 what a? Did they give 𝐬𝐻𝐭 a 7?
Let's look it up. Look it and see.
𝐬𝐻𝐭 IGN score. They give it 8.
Okay. Give them a little bit of.
You could make a case for
Yeah.
8, but you got to read their
okay.
review. Remember, they're the ones that did the they
Made
did
a hit
they
piece
did a
on
hit
it.
piece
Yeah.
on the game science.
Yeah.
So a hit piece that ended up being factually incorrect, and there when it comes, we just talked about it. Biasy.
Yep.
And people think it doesn't exist. It does. It does majorly nowadays. And your favorite, if IGN is one of your favorites, guess what? They got biased people.
Oh yeah.
They got people with their entire war review when they think of anything, it's based off politics or social ideologies.
Yep.
That's their bubble, and they base off anything based off that stuff when they give their opinion on something. They're in there. They're all over the place, and you can say the same thing about the same side or the other side. You can, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So these guys, IGN. Do you have anything else on these guys for our Disgruntled Gamer Rant? I wanted to keep these around 10 minutes.
I'll go ahead and tell you, IGN is the main subject of this, but I mean, there's others. GameSpot. I mean, we can name 20 of them.
Yeah, but we wanted to do a major publication because we wanted to tie in with one of our other main subject, which was the navigating the new age of gaming news.
Yeah,
and we wanted to tie it into our Disgruntled Gamer Rant and talk about these guys.
That's right.
All right.